Hello? I don't know, but you all will warn me when 15 minutes is up. Hello, people that are at a conference. I hope that this works. We're doing the review now. So I have a handout that you'll be able to have access to this, so you'll be able to see it. This sheet just has everything on it that you're responsible for this next test. I'm not going to stay behind the podium, so see you later. I don't want to. We're going to do it like this. I want to keep up with that. All right. So, looking through that list, right, these are the pieces, the things that you're responsible for this Unit 3 test. So take just a minute. What are some things that you would like to, that you feel like you want to talk about just a little bit more?
Can I just start going through it, and then if we just get really confused, we'll...
Okay. Start at the beginning? All right. We'll just do that. I'm back. Hello. So let's start with the Weil and Hindemith PowerPoint. Okay. So, first thing I want you to notice about this handout as we're talking about this, right, is that I've got dates on here because I was a little frustrated about people's inability to be a little more accurate with dates. Mostly frustrated with people putting 18th and 19th century on the last test. That was, I found to be disheartening. So, I wanted to reinforce that. So, this time, when in doubt, guess sometime between the late 1920s and the early 1960s. That's the time period that we're talking about. Okay? All right. So with Kurt Weill, we talked about him being influenced by new objectivity, right? And again, that is another way of saying for music to be more accessible and communicate clearly and be sort of politically infused, and that's one of the things that he did. One of the reasons he couldn't stay in Germany after a while. And he collaborated with a playwright that had the same ideology, and that's Bertolt Brecht. And they did The Three-Penny Opera from 1928, and that's the example that you had in your book, and then that the Nazis banned as being decadent, right? This style of music was influenced by cafe music. That's one of the reasons that cabaret is on that list, right? So he incorporates some folk style and jazz and blues instrumentation. And we can hear for that from the example.
Und der Haifisch, hat Zähne, und die trägt im Gesicht. Und McKeith, der hat ein Messer, doch das Messer sieht man nicht an dem schönen blauen
So I'll go a little bit forward so you hear the instrumentation a bit more.
Und sein Geld hat die Messer, die man nicht weisen kann. Jenny Tauler war gefunden.
So you can hear that influence of popular music, popular styles on this. That vocal line is pretty conjunct with a pretty narrow range, right? So that's reflective of his style of musicals, right? And that's what he continued to do when he came over to the United States. Yeah.
So he started the musicals?
No, he didn't. He didn't start musicals, but he composed musicals. Yeah. Right, so Paul Hindemith, Gebraucht music was his way of indicating that he wanted music to be more accessible to a general population. Okay, and was really big with music education. We talked about the fact that he wrote sonatas for all of the instruments, right? And thinking very pragmatically about that music. He liked to be in a good choir, and wanted the music to reflect that. His association with German, Jewish, or just Jewish in general musicians made him a target, and that's one of the reasons that he got referred to as a charlatan and an atonal noisemaker. He tried to appease that with Matthias der Maler, right? So Matthias Grunewald was a famous German artist that did this altarpiece. And so the music from this particular, the Matthias der Maler symphony, is sort of like a way of advertising the music. Okay? Advertising the musical stuff. Hello?
Can I be in here? Is that okay?
Yes, you can. Welcome to 12 o'clock. It's the place to be right now. Right? So, he is not atonal. He uses a lot of chordal harmonies, but he is a neoclassic composer. And here's a little bit from that entombment movement from the Matthias der Maler Symphony. Okay, so there are what's happening with some Germans, right, during the 1930s. Okay. Any questions about that? Just want to keep, yeah.
So, all this music, like all very atonal kind of sense, where
Hindemith, atonal? No, he is tonal, but tends to use more chordal harmonies.
Okay,
So using force. He is not atonal. He was accused by the Nazis of being atonal because they were trying to hurt his career. Pitch centric. I like that term. All right, Brazil and Villalobos. Because we only talked about it for like a second, and so I don't feel like I can, require that. Yeah.
why during this time period, like the government was just why did they care so much? Like aside from nationalism and just like why would atonality even matter? You know?
Control things.
It's interesting.
Control. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're finding political ways into, to controlling people. They, we need to all think this particular kind of way. We're going to garner support in this way.
It's very interesting. You don't see that nowadays.
Oh yeah, you do.
You do?
Oh yeah, you do. Right?
Really?
Yeah. In terms of.
Well, I'm talking about, I guess, in Western music.
Oh yeah. I
Classical.
mean, you think about this. We can't go too far on a tangent with this.
Yeah.
But let's talk about hip hop, my friend. Right? In all the kinds of ways, like wanting to put things.
Yeah.
You can't say this. You can't express this feeling. You can't talk about these events that happen. We're gonna put labels on you. We're gonna lock you up. Right?
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I was thinking classically, like I guess this is not mainstream.
I mean, if you look at what major ensembles are playing, it's still like old music.
That's true. No, yeah. Orchestras are not playing music by living composers usually.
There are some that have dedicated their careers to doing that. There are some that
Yeah.
do, right?
Very few.
But in terms of, we're really going off on a tangent.
Yeah,
But
I'm sorry.
that's a good question. It's a good question. But if you're going to do that, it's still kind of a niche kind of thing. And if you're at the Met, you've got to pepper in, let's do some current female composer like Sarario, right? You're going to have to do Puccini after that, right? Because Puccini's going to be sold out, right? And the one by the living female composer is not going to be sold out, right? So there is a lot of that PR to it. But you have to think about, if you want to think about that kind of thing, you have to really consider, like the difference between mainstream media and then what's actually really happening in everybody else's lives, So there's some things that get pulled out, that are old war horses for all kinds of reasons. All right. How are we doing on time with this one? Okay. We've only got 2 more minutes left. We'll do Brazil really fast, right? Villalobos. So He talked about the fact that Western art music is more prominent in the 18th and 19th centuries, focusing on opera, and that some Brazilian composers have been in Italy. At the same time, traditional musics that are popular in Brazil are samba and choro, and the berimbau is an instrument, right? A Brazilian instrument. And I showed you some of those examples, right? Villalobos was in Paris from 23 to 30, not going to study with Nadia Boulanger, not really interested in studying with anybody, but trying to have more people hear his music, right? So he was on a PR trip for himself in Paris, and then came back because of the government's support of music. He found some ways to get some commissions. He wrote a lot of choral music because of those commissions, right? And brought some Western classical music into Brazil by conducting Bach's B minor Mass. And the Bachianas Brasileiras is an example of him combining Baroque music with a Brazilian traditional style of music. Yeah.
So when you went to Paris, France, where did he study again? Or
He did not study. He did not study.
it was more like freelancing?
What he was freelancing was trying to get his music performed, right?
So trying to be popular.
Trying to be popular. So let's think about that for a minute, something to add to your notes. The Ballet Russe is still in Paris, right? They're still really popular in Paris. And Diaghilev is really popular there. Stravinsky's still really popular there, right? So it's kind of like there's a lot of musicians around, and if they can hear your music, you might get, heard more, connected more. Stravinsky might talk about you in an interview. Wouldn't that be cool for your career? You know? So.
Didn't Stravinsky say that if you ever heard a song he didn't like, it was written by Villalobos?
Did he say that?
Wow. Okay.
I think it was in the Ross.
Is it? Do I? Okay, we're not sure about that from Jonathan Sneed. We're going to catch up on that later. Thank you very much.